I will start from scratch for everybody to understand. I will not use the old workbook we are using. I'm coming up with another workbook today, and I will share with everybody. And also, I will drop a link now. Let me upload this on my Google Drive so that I will share. I'll just drop the link for everybody to download. I think I have it here. Google Drive. Where is it? Drive. So, do we all use GitHub?
Do we all use what now?
GitHub.
No.
Okay.
What is that? What is
Please, let's not do GitHub, please. Let's not do GitHub before you create another one.
But it's good to know what it is.
So GitHub is a repository where programmers upload their source code. Okay, so it's a platform for people to like work together. So for instance, if you are building an application, someone else is working maybe on the interface, and then you have someone working on the back end, or you have different programmers handling different features. So whenever you are done, or whenever you are done with your project, you just push it to GitHub, so other people can contribute to that project. You can clone a project, you can download a project, work on it. So once you are done, you push it again. So yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
But Roland, I don't know you are a programmer. So you know GitHub very well like this. No problem. So it's perfect, Sha. It's good. So I've uploaded some like 2 or 3 files on my Google Drive now. I will share the link for you to download. So the first one, which is zip file, that one is just for you to practice all what you have done before. If you can see my screen very clear, this exercise file is what I share with everybody. So if you open it up, we just extract all the files. So it will come as a folder like this, and then you can see inside I have all the functions that we have talked about: sorting, data validation, date, list, formatting, editing, everything is there. You can open it one after the other and practice it. So
thank you for this.
So everything is there.
Hello. Sorry, Mr. Afid. Have you shared this link on Slack? Where is it?
No. I'm doing it right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Let me go to my OneDrive and then share the link immediately. So I do forget things sometimes. Let me just do it once and for all. Oh, okay. So let me share the file with you. Let me get the link. This for the file that we are going to be using today. Let me drop it on this chat. And the second one, done. Let me drop for this as well. Copy the link and then drop it. I will drop it on Slack as well. Let me do this.
This is asking for access.
Send access denied.
Access denied?
Yes.
Okay.
Just remove it.
Okay, let me remove the.
Well, I dropped 2 links on the in the message box. So are we to
No, I think you said there's one for the data we're supposed to use today, and then one for all the previous data that has been used so far. So,
okay. Thanks.
So I'm dropping let me drop it again. Access denied too. Oh, you need access to this.
yeah, both are locked.
These are just the those who have access to are currently restricted.
Wow. I don't need the security on this. What's happening?
Access denied still.
Okay.
Maybe if you drop it on Slack, it will work.
I'll drop it on Slack then. So
All right, thank
Eh,
no
but
problem.
if
Just remind me after this class.
Can we help Mr. Hafiz?
so if you drop it on Slack, once the permission right is there, you still have the same issue. So
It's still the same issue.
yeah,
That's
so
an information.
so what you can do is maybe you can try to remove the permission rights from it.
Okay. Let me go to my party then. I drive.
No. Just where you are.
Okay.
So you can click on the share.
Yes,
Just click on it. Click on the share. Okay, scroll down.
No, go to settings. Go to settings.
Okay. I'll see.
Anyone with a link.
Okay. Let me share this one. So that's third one. Perfect. So we are good to go
Just a minute.
Okay. I'm opening my Excel now, and let's do something together. So the first thing is all about Python table.
Sorry, Hafiz, should we open the HR master file?
We are using Superstore now.
Okay, Superstore. Okay.
So that's what I'm going to be using now. Okay. You guys are now. All of you want access to this file. No problem. I realize that I'm seeing mails. Okay. Yeah. Pivot table. What is pivot table? That's the first thing we have to look at. Kindly confirm on your Microsoft Excel if you are with your system. Please, are you having something like pivot table when you click on Insert tab? Are you having something like pivot table, recommended pivot table, and also, yeah. Are you having something like 3D map on your screen? So if you don't have them, you can use.
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So we are to use this function now, this icon, to do whatever we want to do now. It's what we call pivot table. It's helping to summarize the table.
Hello, Mr. Hafiz.
Yes.
So we didn't get
File that you share that you want us to open on our system.
The Superstore. I'm going to use Superstore. The last link I sent.
The last link you sent. I saw Excel sheet. Is that what you're saying? You want that was Excel file?
This guy.
Drive.
Yes, the last link I sent. Now, this data, can you see something like
I didn't
this?
see the last link.
The last link is there on your screen. Let me check. This link is one.
I'm not seeing it.
No, this is the first one. This is for the.
I think so. If I'm still downloading, maybe we should just give them a few minutes.
Yes.
Hafiz, my name is Wale Afolayan. I just wanted to say I didn't see the last link.
All right, sir. Okay. The last link is what I'm dropping here now.
That's the superstore, right?
Yeah, that's for the superstore.
What do we open it with? It's asking us to open it with a file. What do we open it with?
Just open it.
No. I think you have to actually, if you're using your system, you have to download it to your system.
You have to download it.
Yes,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. So after downloading it, when you open it, you can see something like this.
In the Slack group, please.
Then I think you can just open it and enable edit.
Yes. Yeah, to work for you like that. So, okay, let's continue. The first thing we have to look at now is how we can summarize our table with Microsoft Excel. You know, like this type of data now, you can't use your eyes to read everything, maybe using like maybe within 5 minutes, or you can't consume this data within 5 minutes. But believe me, if you have something like this, if you have something like this data, this is what you are seeing on my screen now. You can easily use Microsoft Excel to summarize it with the help of with the help of pivot table. So it's very simple and easy to use. And also you can add slicer to it. You can add timeline if what you are working with is like it have date in it, like what we have here. The data I'm working with on this now, I think we have dates there. Yeah, there's dates. So this date now we can use it to do our timeline. So now let me quickly do something. I want to use two things together. Yeah, I want to introduce you to another thing. You know, in Microsoft Excel, I told you last week that we have something, some powers in Microsoft Excel. If you know how to use those things, you become power user in Microsoft Excel. We have what we call Power Query, we have what we call Power Map, we have what we call Power View, and then we have what we call Power Pivot. I told you last time when we started this class that if you are using Microsoft Excel, you can't consume data that is above 1,048,000. That's the limit for ordinary Microsoft Excel. But with the help of Power Pivot, it's able to take your data to data model, and then you do what you can consume even when you have billions of data. So with this, it now really depends on your system configuration. How fast is your system? So like someone said he got another laptop. That was the reason why I was asking. I hope you got a machine like 60 gram. At least if you are using 60 gram, you are doing well. So it will make your work more faster and some other things like that. It will help you a lot when you have a system that is fast. So now let's do pivot table of this data and see what we can achieve. If you can see my screen clearly, you see that we have on this superstore data. Let's assume we have a store where we sell things. People come every day, they buy things. Every second, you sell things to people from your store. So you take note of this order with order ID. You have your order dates. You have ship dates. Like, some people, like when you are dealing with retail, so like Jumia and Co, they do what? They have order every second, every minute. People order something on their website. Then you do what? They need to take note of each invoice ID, which is order ID as well. Then apart from that, the day they dispatch this product from their end to the dispatch rider, Then for this
that not the one?
that to take it to the end user, yeah, you have to
The guy
track
still there.
that as well. Then we have other dates, we have zip date, and then we have
No carrying on,
zip
man.
mode, we have
Get my
customer
car for
ID, we have customer name, segment, country, city, state, and postal code. Then region, we have product ID. Let me go to this side and see what we have there. We have category, we have subcategory, and then we have product name. So these are the things that we have on our table. We still have other things. We have sales, we have quantity, we have discount, and we have profit. So with all this, it will be able to come up with something. It will be able to come up with some summary of this table. So how many rows of data we have on this table? Let me check. We have at least 9,995 rows. So imagine you said you want to consume this data like this. It will give you a lot of problems. So what do you need? You need to go on with your pivot table. Like last week, what we were doing was like to summarize this kind of table with what it functions or using formula. So, but instead of doing that, let's just do it directly and see what we can achieve. The first thing you have to do is what? Let me close this data, and I will use one function out of those four powers I told you that we have in Microsoft Excel. I told you that we have Powerbi. Let me use that fourth function to get my data from anywhere. We still go back there, but I'm going to use it here as well. So, but also, if you don't want to use it direct like that, the way you open up that data, this is my data now. I can open it like this. Let me open it up. This data as we have it here. The name of this tab is what? Others. So I will need to do what? Just click anywhere within your table. Click anywhere. So far, you don't forget that you need to convert your data. You need to convert your data to what? To table. If it is in range, you have to convert it to table. So the first thing, just after converting it to table, you need to click anywhere within your data. Just click anywhere and go to Insert tab and then do what? Insert what? Pivot table. So it will ask you, what are you trying to do? Which range of data are you trying to select to put into pivot table? So are you trying to take it to the new worksheet, or is your data coming from external source? If your data is coming from somewhere else, imagine, like for instance now, I'm on new sheet here. I'm on new sheet. I just come to insert. I don't have anything on this sheet. And I want to do what? I want to insert pivot table. What do I need to do? I don't have any range of data. I don't have any table within my work.
Hello, sir.
Yes?
Are you sharing your screen or not?
I'm sharing my screen. Everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes, I think that's you can see your screen.
Yes, you can see
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. Please, maybe you can cancel it and reconnect. So that will be okay. So okay, let me. If I'm inserting new pivot table from the top. Yes.
Is this data right?
Yes.
Okay, I've opened that data right now on my own system, and I'm looking at the data now. So I don't know where we move from there because I'm on the data now.
I know. Exactly. So I'm on new workbook now. I open up new workbook. So this new workbook. I'm just saying that if you want to do it within your data, perfect. If you want to do it with another workbook, perfect. So this new workbook, I'm having the two beside each other. Let me do this. Let me do something here. I have this, my data, and I have my new workbook here. Can you see it? So I can decide to do what? To do it within this my data and create another worksheet. Or I can decide to do, okay, let me create under insert. I can decide to do what? Insert pivot table and do something like this. Now I'm connecting to what? External data. I can decide to connect to external data here. So that's the only thing I want you to understand from here. So while connected to external data, you need to do what? You need to do this. Pick this button instead of selecting range. So I'm not using this now. Just want you to understand that part.
Sorry, Mr. Figgs. Hello?
Yes.
Sorry, from the point where you clicked on that link, I'm sorry to take you back. Once you click on that link, how did you, what's the word, maybe export it to Excel? Because I'm looking at Superstore data. It's different from the Excel that you have open. Do I copy?
Download the data and save it on your system.
Okay, all right.
You can download and save it on your system. So the only here now, open up this data with Microsoft Excel. Click anywhere within your data and go to Insert tab, then Pivot Table. Click on Pivot Table. Now, automatically, it helps me to do what? To select the whole table. So I'm having the whole table here now. So now, where am I putting my pivot table? Am I putting it on a new worksheet or I'm putting it on a existing worksheet? Now, if I want to put it on this same worksheet, I'll put this one. I will have this. Or assuming that I have another worksheet that I have on this same workbook before, I can go there and click the place where I want to add this. So I'll just bring up this and then go and select anywhere I want to put my pivot table. So now, automatically, if you can see my screen very well, selecting this, I'm seeing that you can see that I have lines that showing. What do you say?
The screen is so small.
Wow. But let me zoom it. Let me zoom it up.
Yeah, you can also zoom in with your own personal screen.
So can you see it now?
Yes, you can.
So perfect. So let me insert again pivot table. Automatically, it will help you to select the whole table, and then I'll click on this new worksheet and then click OK. So can you now see something? I have another option here showing that add this data to data model. So that means if you want to go and use Power Pivot later, but now we are not going there. Let me just click OK. Now I have everything in this new worksheet. Now I have all the headers of my table come to this side as what? My feed. I have it as pivot table feeds on this side. Now I have what we call filter, and I have columns, I have rows, and I have values. You know, on the norms, if you want to create rows, these are our rows, like this. All this 1, 2, 3. That means whatever you want to use as your rows, you are going to select it from this place. And whatever you want to use as value, like if you want to use profit as value, you drag it here. Anything you want to use as your column, you drag it here. Then if you want to filter all this your data with anything, you drag it here. That's the meaning of all this. So now, let me do something. On this our table, we are looking at it. What can you derive from this table? This is a sales report. So sales report, turn to you as an analyst. What can you derive from this? Just come up with something and let's work it together. Let me open up my notepad. So tell me something. What can you derive from this data? Can you derive anything?
Yes, data of same customers.
So from my end, I can decide to I need top 10 cities. Top 10 cities, like where we are selling most. So top 10 cities. So another thing, tell me your own.
Most sold item.
Most, that's best product.
Yeah.
Best product.
How about the ship mode?
Ship mode. Okay, which ship mode people prefer? Abi?
Yes, the most preferred shipping mode.
Most preferred.
Patronizing customers.
Hello, sir. Yes.
Most of category.
Okay, product by category. Product by category.
Product by date.
Product by
date.
By date.
Okay, no problem.
Product by date.
So I can also say
Purchases.
like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What are they buying most? That's product by date. Product by date.
Okay,
The best
region
customers.
also.
How about the best customers that purchase the items?
Okay,
Yeah.
you want to select. You want to,
Region
for
that
instance,
demand most products.
yes,
Yes.
Region with the highest purchase.
you want to celebrate your customer. You need okay,
Yes.
I need top 20 customer. So
Yes,
you
yeah,
can-
exactly.
I lost this thing has been hanging for a while. I lost connection. I didn't see where you brought out the story. Please just go back like 1-2 minutes. Please.
Okay. I will do that right away.
I just lost. I think it was hanging for a while. Nothing was showing. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But it seems like I was.
So what I was saying is like you have this type of sales report sent to you as an analyst. They ask you to help us to summarize this data. So that's what we are trying to do. The function we are trying to use in Microsoft Excel now is pivot table. So, and with the help of converting your data to table, that's the first thing you need to do. And the second thing you have to do, you know how to convert your data to table now. Just click anywhere and press Ctrl T. And then since your table has an error, so it will help you to convert it to table. And another thing you have to do is after doing that, go to your insert and then do what? Click on pivot table. So from pivot table, it will open up another sheet like this. So, you know, what I said was like, insert pivot table, click on it. The dialog box will come up like this. New worksheet and select already. Since you are within that data, it will help you select the whole table. And then you can click OK. So after clicking OK, it will give you another worksheet. Then all the headers of your table will turn to what? Fields like this. Then you can now start working with your pivot table. Now, automatically, I have my pivot table here. From what you said earlier, I have all this. I need top 10 cities, best product, most preferred ship mode, and then product by category, product by date, and top customer. So we need all this. Can we have them on the same page? Yes. Can we have them separately? Yes. Can you have them separately and combine them later? Yes. So can you add slider to control everything? Yes. So can you change them to charts? Sure. So let's start with what? With table. This is my data now. Let me try to insert one column here so that you can see clearly. I'm trying to increase this size. Let me zoom my screen. So let me click here. But mind you, but this what the system Excel gave me this dialog like this, what I'm having on my screen, the pivot table. If I click outside, all the fields will disappear. And sometimes, maybe probably while working, you want to see something by this side, you mistakenly close this. And you're still on your pivot table. You need to see all those fields again. So click on this and then go to pivot table analyze and then click on fields on this field headers. So I'm supposed to have it now. or you right click and click on what so it's you have it like this. So can you explain that again? After probably you mistakenly close this pivot the pane that is showing all your pivot table fields. So when you close it, you start looking for it. Even when you click on the pivot table itself, it might not come up again. So what do you have to do? You have to come to this pivot table, analyze, and click on what feed list. You see, come up again. Feed list. This, it's hidden before, but you can click on it if you come up again. Or right click and you can do hide or show feed list. So anyone you choose. So on this feed list now, I need to do something. I need to do what? I want to get best what? Best city. Top 10 cities. So where are the cities? Okay, I have city on my table. I can drag it and drop it on my road. So all the cities that I'm having on that data will come up like this. But from which cities are they doing? We are doing well based on our business. That's what we need to know. So based on what? Based on quantity or based on sales or based on profits. We might be selling most in that particular area and our profit might not be up to what we are selling from another city. So let's do it based on profits and then drag profits to this place. Can you see? So after adding your profits, I said we need something. We need what? We need best top 10 cities where we are doing well. So now I can decide to rename this or let me leave it like this.
I am also.
No.
So I feel that private to analyze. I guess it's not 2016.
Are you serious? Is there?
Yeah. I think he has a point.
How did you
to analyze? It showed only when you just created the pivot table, or after you alter anything, once you touch anything, the analyze field just disappears totally.
Yes, when you click outside, so when you are not on the pivot table, everything will hide. It won't show you any option pertaining to pivot table. But when you click on the table, you see everything come up again.
How did you
see?
Point?
Okay. It's when you click on the table, when you click back on that table.
I don't have any detail on my. I still have click in this area to work on the pivot table before. That is what I'm still having here, and I'm not seeing anything.
Okay.
So it's sum of profits. I'm looking for sum of profit. I see.
Okay, no problem. So last week what we did was like using formula. We used some ifs, Abi. So we used some ifs last week to do what? To get total sum of what you sell pertaining to a particular region. When we're dealing with Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja. But now, instead of doing that, instead of writing those formulas by yourself now, you see, it only lists all my, this is what we have from the beginning.
Yeah, this is what I have.
Okay.
Yes.
When you have that, come to your come to your feeds list. Do you have this on your screen?
Hello.
I don't have it.
Mr.
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
Yes.
I don't have this one. I can't see this one on my screen again.
Mr. Hafiz.
I feel sorry.
Yes.
When I open, after having downloaded the other one, it's unexpected to click on the pivot table for one to have this report show.
Hello, Mr. Hafiz. Please, 1 minute.
Yes, I'm in.
Sorry, sir. Please, everyone, please, let's work in class. Please, I would like to crave our indulgence. Please, let's just take it one at a time. Mr. Hafiz, maybe after you finish with this particular pivot table, you could give like maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes for anybody that has a question about it before you move on to the next one. Just to avoid interruption, please.
All right.
And
I
so
think
that
that
we'll drag you back so that you can cover a lot of ground today. Also, please everyone just reserve your question for when Mr. Assis brings out question time. And like you said before, it is better for you to look at what he's doing and then go back and then do it on your own. Because when you're doing it as he's doing it, you might miss out on things. So just pay attention to what he's doing and look at what he's doing. And then when it comes to question time, you ask. Please, let's be orderly. Thank you very much.
I think it's better for those people that will be watching the video later. So it will be better to do it that way. So let me quickly rush that pivot table. I won't rush. Sorry for that statement. I will not rush. I will explain it one after the other. So then you can ask your question. Then if you can watch the video.
To enable it, go ahead. If it asks you to upgrade it, then go ahead and click yes. And then you'll see right there our Power View sheet. And we've got original work.
So let's continue. So let me go back to my Excel and do this. So what I was saying is like after having your sheet like this, the only thing you need to do is to come to this feed list and do what? You need city by what? By profit. Drag the city to your row. And then come to your profit. Drag it to value. You have it like this. But this is not showing me accordingly. It's not ranking it. It's not showing it maybe as these are my top 10 cities. So what do I need to do? I can come to this pivot table and then I can change this to instead of having sum of profit. If you don't want to have sum, you can have average. Just depends on this. Can decide to double click on this and then click on value fit setting. You can count, you can do average, you can do maximum and minimum. So you can, but you need sum of profit here. So what do I need to do? I want to get top 10. It's like I want to filter. So, if you want to filter on your normal Excel, you can do filter top 10 out. So you can right click on this and so value as what? No, sorry. What do I need to do? Okay, on this, and then let me right click. Let me filter, and you can do top 10. Can you see? I'm not clicking on the value now. I'm clicking on the label. I want to get top 10 out of this label, and my label are what? Cities. So this label carry our cities, and then I can click on this filter, and then do what? Top 10. So based on what? Based on sum of profit, give me what? Top 10. I will click this. Can you see? These are my top 10 cities. So you can decide to do what? Click on this, format it very well. Go to your home, do something like this, and everything is perfect. Can you see? So these are my top 10 cities. So you can decide to add title to it. So and do top 10. You can match this together, or yeah. Let me just say, instead of calling it like this, you can say top 10. Okay. So you have them like this. So if any figure changed from that table tomorrow and another city became top on this chart, it will come back after updating that sales data and do what? You can try to refresh, everything refresh, and anything that has changed, we go into is for table. And for instance now, we use it to sort, and then you can do what? Sort it. You can sort this table. Let's sort it from largest to smallest, and this is what we have. So I believe we understand that. So after that, let me call this profit only. We can do profit by okay. So I have it like this. What we have here. Then another thing is like this. I need another. Let me call this by city. Top 10 city. Top 10 city. So another thing is like this. Can I have another table beside this? Apart from my top 10 city, can I have my best product beside this table like this and put it somewhere here? You can have it. That was the reason why I mentioned that if you want to decide to put it on an existing sheet, you can do that. So I'll come back to this place. Say what? Insert another pivot table and do what? Pivot table. And then this same table is what I'm using. I want to use existing table. I want to use existing city and decide to do what? I want to put it somewhere here and click it. Okay. And then do this. Can you see? Another pivot table come up here. So, best product. So I can come to my product name. I have it. This is my product name. Or let me say, okay, I think this name is too formal. Okay, no problem. So my product name, and let me do it by sales. Yes. So can you see now? I will have my sales in front of my product. Because this table is too big. So let me do it like this. So I have my product name and then I have my sum of sales in front of it. So what do I need to do now? I can decide to do the same thing. I need best product. So I can do Peter by what? Top 5. And do top 5 like this. So this is my top product. Can you see it like this? So top 5 products. That's what I'm having here. Now, I've done how many? 2. I will do product by date now. No. Top customer. No. Or which one? Okay, let me do this one. I will leave the rest for you guys to go and do. So another thing. Okay, let me do top, maybe bottom 5. Something like this. Come back and do insert and then pivot table. I'll come to this place on existing the sheet and then come to this place and then pick this place, come back and this. Then I'll pick my product again, product name, and then I'll pick sales as my value. And then I will right click again on this. I can close this and then this column H, I can reduce it. So, and I can right click on this and do what? Peter. Instead of, you still pick top 10, but you can change it here to what? Bottom. Then bottom what? I'll change this to 5. Bottom 5. Then I have this. Can you see it? So I can do what? Can do sort from where? Okay, we don't have anything to sort here again. So I can decide to leave it like this. And Yeah, anything. So the option is not available for this. So, but you can go to your data. Okay, it's not even available. So I have something like this.
Oh.
So these are my bottom 5. Now, the next thing I need to do.
Hello,
Yes,
Mr. I think you can take questions before you move.
yes. I want to add something to it. So on this now, I will add slicer. This, I will add slicer in my worksheet. Let me do something like this. I will click on any of these pivot tables.
Don't add this thing.
Let me zoom.
So you don't have smart objects.
Come back. Let me do something like this.
Start back.
So I will click on any of these pivot table and insert what? Under pivot table analyze, I'll now click on what? Insert slicer. So let me click insert slicer and I will do based on sweep node and then based on country. So I'll now click OK. So slicer will come up like this. I have only one United States. Okay, I don't need this slicer then. Since we only have one country. So let me check based on how people zip their products. I can do this and put it somewhere here. But try to notice something. When I click on any of these zip modes, something will change on this pivot table. So if I click on first class, can you see? If you check on all first class zip modes, so do the top 10 what? Top 10 city. Based on same day, the standard class and then second class. So you can clear it here. So, but it's not affecting all these two tables. It's not affecting them. So how do I connect this to other tables? So I will click on my pivot on this slicer and do what? And go to my slicer. When you click on slicer, the tab will come up as slicer. So then you can change, you click on report connection and then select other table and click OK. So anytime I click anything on this table, on this slicer, it will always affect all the tables like this. So let me click on first class and see. Can you see? So can you see this? Can you see this? So it will always change this. So this is the first step you need to understand on pivot table. So you can ask it for just 5 minutes. By 1:21, we continue our class.
Mr. Steve.
Please have a question.
Let's do it one after the other. Give yourself number on chat.
Okay, I'm 1.
On the chat, I'll call you. Okay, Joshua, you're number 1.
Can I start?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yes, my question is on this slicer. Is it possible to, the first thing we did, it shows the data for the total work for top 10. But there we limited it, using the slicer, we limited it to first class, second class, same day, and another category. Is it possible to still click on something that will retain the whole feature? And 2, is it possible for us to click on to see the data for 2 different categories, like first class and second class at the same time?
Yes, that's very possible. So your question, I've answered your question before, but let me do it again. You want to clear all what you've selected now and just come to this place, like clear filter. Click clear on this, everything will come back to normal. If you want to select multiple after selecting like first class now, you want to select same day together. You can see this option, multi-select. So click on it, and then you can select first class and second class together. Can you see it? So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes, number 2.
Okay.
It's Sade. Sade.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Aziz. Please, can you please come again for the slides? I really didn't get it at all. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, for the slicer, what you said is like you have your table already, but you still have some key file feature within your table that you want to use to check your data. You know, we have 4 categories of what? Of these SIP modes. You have first class, now, for you to insert sliders, you said when you click on any of your private table, you do what? You go to your private table, analyze. You go to your private table, analyze, and then you do what? You come to insert slider, this slider. After inserting it, so it will help you to filter your data whenever you click on it to what you want. You know you have thousands of data now. You just want to filter it based on what? Second class alone. So you have it like this. So it helps you to filter your data. You can select multiple data as well by clicking on this. So the slider majorly what it does is what? To filter your data within the private table. So, and that's how you can insert it. So while you got this right, how to insert your private table, just click on your private table and do what? Go to private table, analyze, and then click on insert. If you come up, like, let me do it again. Let me do something like, I want to insert another one now. All your field like this. So I can decide to do it on what? Based on states. I can do by states. You know, we have cities under states. So I can do by states. Doing it in this format. So I have all my states listed on this slider. So I can decide to change the column by doing it this way. So I need data from for Arizona alone. So what do I need to do? I can click on Arizona. But this Arizona, this state slider is not connected to other people. What do I need to do? I need to click on it, go to next, and connect it to my tables and do OK. So whenever I click anything, the report I'm getting for this data now is for everybody. But I want for California alone. What do I need to do? I'll click on California. These are the best products of California. Everything we get everything. Okay. Based on California and then based on the SIP mode, which is for stars, it also click them out for me. And you get it. So this is how it works.
Okay, thank you.
One question. I'm sorry. I don't think it's all Excel that have that option of which can use two, as in pick two connections in a row. Is there another option if you can't find it? On your slides, I'm sorry.
Can you come again?
Oh, sorry. I said on that slide,
okay.
You was asking you tools where you could use two different options at once. I don't choose two different states or two different classes. I don't know whether it's the Excel, whether it's this Excel 2016 I'm using, but I can't find the option on this. But is there that way you can choose?
No. You know, all this functionality, I think, I believe it's on 2016. We have it on 2016. You are using 2016, right?
Yes.
I've been using Microsoft 2016 for a while, and I have it on even my other laptop. I have 2016 on it, and everything is on it. So probably the way you install it, or I can't say. You understand? So just check it very well. Or later you can share your screen with me so that we can check it together.
Hello, Hafiz.
Right. Yes.
Okay. So, I just wanted you to just take us through that process of getting one slicer box to now apply to the several pivot tables you have below. I didn't get that part. I'm trying to follow that report connection thing so that I would see what you're doing so I can practice it, but I'm not able to do it.
Okay, what I said was like when you want to connect when you're having your
see your face.
Are we together?
Somebody is not muted. Please, can everybody mute?
Okay. So I said the way you can connect your slicer to other table, you can have like 15 tables on the same page. The only way you can connect it together is for you to do what? To clear this, to click on any of your slicer and go to what? Slicer tab, then click on report connection. Then select all the tables. Since you want to apply it to all tables, so select it. And then click OK. So if you don't want it to apply to other tables, just uncheck the box. But here we need box, and you click OK. Then you can click anything. Maybe you want to check Florida, you want to check Georgia, everything is there. Just click the name of the city and state, and then everything will come up. So, who's next? So I believe
hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Okay. I have an issue where I was trying to insert another pivot table in another sheet. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I'm trying to put it, telling me that I cannot overlap an existing table.
Yes, because while trying to do that, let's do it together again. What I said was, you have this table, you do what? You click on insert, then insert pivot table. You want to click on an existing worksheet. So you click here. You see this arrow, click on it, then you see your cursor is clicking here. So go to that particular sheet and do what? Let's assume, don't make sure that you don't have it on any of these tables again. Make sure you are putting it on another cell separately. So let's assume that I want to have my top, let me say, category, product by category here. What do I need to do? I'll click on this and go back to this, I'm still having it here. Make sure you don't click anywhere. Come back here and click OK. See, I have it here. It's not overlapping or existing one. So I think maybe you are trying to overlap what you have before.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, Mr. Peace.
Yes.
So the question is, it's not how you actually create the pivot table. It's why you are creating a table. What message am I supposed to be passing across to the customer if a customer sends me these figures? Why am I creating pivot tables?
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've answered it before, but I think, can you just, dwell on it a little bit more?
So the reason why you are creating the pivot table is for you to summarize your data. You are the analyst. You want to know what people are buying most. You want to know which state are you selling most. You want to know what people need from you. What time are they buying things most from your store? You understand? So, as an analyst, your manager will call you and, okay, can you give me details of what you're having from so city? Okay. You can also have it by month, by date. Like, okay, what are they giving us from based on this date or from so month? what do we, can you compare for me? Can you compare from this social date to social date? Okay, for the month of April and May, can you compare what we have? What are the difference that we're having from this? You understand? So, you are trying to bring the analyst out of yourself. Like, okay, I'm the analyst of this company and I need to do what? I need to give them details of what they are selling. I need to analyze their data. So that you can even project like, okay, if we continue like this, in so number of months, we are going to reach our target or we are going to even exceed our target. You understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. All right, thank you.
No problem.
Sorry, Afis. Sorry to take you back. I know you already answered my question on how we can ensure that one slicer box is applicable to pivot tables below. But each time I look at my own Excel interface, what I have at the top is Power Pivot. What you have is pivot table analyze. So I'm not able to see where I'm supposed to report connection to do the link. I don't know if it's because of version.
If I click outside of my table, if I click outside, can you see that I'm having?
Yes.
So you can see that I'm also having power pivot.
Yes. Okay, I can see it now that I have power pivot.
Yes. Yes, but for me, I need this. I need that slicer to come up. I need to do what? Click on the slicer.
Okay.
You understand? So after clicking on the slicer tab do what? Comes up. Like I can see it as well. You have to click on it before it comes up. So that's just it.
Funny enough, when I click on mine, it just doesn't show, doesn't pop up.
The slicer?
Yes, it doesn't. Okay. When I click on the slicer, what I see inside Power Pivot instead of slicer is options. Not.
Yes. It's true.
Okay.
So, right?
Yes, I am.
So you are seeing options, right? When you click on the slider, it's showing options.
Yes. Okay, I can see report connections now.
Yeah. Sorry for
that. Right.
So,
please, thank you. I see report connections now.
Okay, let's continue. So the next thing you can do with your pivot table, let me check my.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
sir. Please,
I don't keep our question.
The issue is that I'm going to 37 and 2007 myself. So I click on that pivot table. So I'll be able to import just one. But trying to create another one, I couldn't do that.
You said you are using Excel what? 20 what?
2007.
2007. Wow, that's far back. You need to update.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Please, sorry. Quick one, similar to what the man has just said. I'm using 2010.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir? And virtually everything from the onset of moving the data stuff, it wasn't not displaying the way it just is. And pivot table is a different thing. I don't know. If you want to now install the 20, maybe you can now. Please, what's the advice?
The only advice I can give you, direct advice, is to upgrade your office.
So which one?
Another thing is for you to, if you can't update it, download add-ins for Microsoft Office. Okay, you can get some add-ins, and add it to your office.
Add-ins?
Yes.
Can you spell that? Okay, adding. Okay. Okay, to download it to the office.
Yeah, attach it to you as well.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Mr. Please, you did a drum roll. You did not answer some people on the group that put numbers. You did not. You were just answering everybody that gave question. But,
No. I was number 7. That was I wanted to come to your talk. That was I had to please. I'm sorry.
I know. Okay. All other people that were able to ask questions, has your questions been answered maybe by someone else so that we can move on? And if not, later please ask Mr. Hafiz. I think you can move on. Later they will be the ones to ask test if they haven't verified. Mr. Hafiz, please go on.
Okay, let's do this way. We've talked about pivot table, how we can insert our slider. Yeah, from this table, we still have some other things you can add. You can add your chart. You can add charts to this table. Instead of having ordinary table, you can add charts to it. You can format it so that it will look somehow beautiful. You can beautify it more than this. You can use different style for your table, and also you can attach, you can attach charts to any of this your table. So let me do this way. So on your charts or your table, you can have something like this. You can right click, or let me do this way. Pivot table analyze. Pivot table analyze. I'm looking for one function. Design. Okay. Like the way you insert your pivot table, there's what we call pivot chart as well. The same thing we are having here, this same table, I can replicate them in chart and add this same slider to them, and then take all of them together on the same page on my dashboard. I can create another one. Let me create another pivot chart. I'll call that one pivot chart. So let me go to this table. Let me go to this table, and then I'll go to insert. Then I will come to this place. Can you see on my screen? I have pivot chart. So I'll click on this. So you can add both pivot chart and table. You can have them on the same page, or you have ordinary pivot chart. But on this now, I need ordinary pivot chart. So let me do this way. Let me go to new workflow and have it the same way I have it the other time. So I need my top customer, and I need them by what? I need them by profit. Can you see? So having them on this is not making sense. I need to get top customer. I'll do what? Top 10, or let me say top 7 customer. So I have them like this. So can you see? It helps me to update my chart immediately. So I can decide to leave the table, and I can decide to remove the table. So I can do this. So I can decide to hide all these buttons. Sorry, let me right click on this. Hide all on this chart. I have something like this. So, and you can rename this as what? Top customer. Top 7 customer. So, for instance, now you want to do giveaway for your customers. So you don't need to stress yourself looking for the best customer. Just analyze the data. So on this, I have this one like this, and I can create another sheet, and I will call it dashboard. And let's do something creative here. Let me call this dashboard. So I have it somewhere here. So I will have something like this. So this top 7 customer, I can decide to format this chart very well. I can change the design of my chart. You see, I can have something like this. I don't like what I'm seeing here. So I think I have a number now. So let me just leave it like this. No, I don't even need the label. So I don't need this data label. This is better, this is better. Legend, do I need legend for this? No. So I have something like this. You can format it the way you like, anyhow you like. So just format it. So I have my customer here like this. So on, this chart now, I can decide to move this chart. I can click on, or right click on the chart and do what? Move chart to where? I just say, okay, help me to move this chart to where? Dashboard. And it will move it. So I have the chart on the dashboard now. Let me now create this place. Let me create this place and call it dashboard. So let me call this dashboard and do what? And change the background. Let me change the background to something like this. So, and I have my chart here. So, and then the second thing I need to do, let me say all this what? Let me highlight everything and merge this together and call it sales dashboard. Dashboard. So having this, I can decide to change the color to what? To green. I can decide to increase the fonts. And then since I'm now having something like this, I want to work with color now. So let me change the okay, let's continue. We'll come and format it later. So let me go back and create another chart as what? Based on what we have, okay, let's do dates now. I need dates. So let me do order per day. So let me now do order per day. Begin hyper charts, and I have my hyper chart. Let me do on existing, and on existing should be on this. So, and I'll put it somewhere here. I'll put it somewhere here. And click OK. Can you see again? So I have something like this. Let me do other dates. Then I will have it based on order ID. This order ID, I want to count it. So I'm counting how many number of orders do we have according to this. So according to these dates. So on this, I want to count my order per day. So, but as you can see, I'm having it per year. But on this chart, you can easily do what? You can easily click on this to check. You want to have it as quarter, you want to have it as what? As any of these, yeah. So, but I'm having it per month. Let me do per month. So for that, I'm going to remove some things here. Okay, let me do it per quarter. So let me do it per quarter. I'll do this. I'll remove the year. You see, can you see I have quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. So then the next thing I'm going to do, let me hide this. Let me remove all this button. Then I can decide to move this chart to that same what? Same dashboard. I just right click and do what? move this chart to where? To my dashboard. That's another thing. And click OK. So I have the second one now. So if you like, you can decide to change the type of chart you are having here. So I can decide to come here and change the type of my chart, change type, and come to this place. Maybe you don't want to have it in that format. I want to have it in this format, and click OK. So can you see? So quarter one, quarter two, and these are the figures. So the next thing, let me do one or two more charts. Then we move on to the slicer. So let me come back to my order and do product category. Okay, let me do top 3 states. Of product by category, best category. Yeah. So let me say insert typot table or charts. So I'm going to an existing one. So coming to my workings, this is where I'm doing all my workings. I drop it here, then click OK. So I need my category, product category. Then product category. Then I need what? Product category. Then I need my my sales. Yeah, I need my sales. So I have only 3 categories in my shop. So I had all this. So you can also change this value and change the units. So let me do this. Format this as this and come to this. Instead of showing all this big number, change the value, axis value to what? You can do display units. You can do it in the display unit as thousands or hundreds, or you can do it in millions. Okay, let me do it in thousands. So can you see? So I can decide to change this to what? Let me change it to what type of chart can I change it to? Let me change it to pie charts. Let me change it to pie charts and have something like this, right? And then I have something like this. So on this, I can decide to add data label to it. Then I can see the figure as you like. Let me do it this way. Let me have it this way. I don't want decimal points. So I need my chart to be on this format. So you can design it anyhow you like. You can decide to have it like this or like this. Let me choose the best one. Okay, I have something like this. So I will also move this to here to start saying dashboard. So sometimes you see some things online that will look somehow to like, oh, is this? No, it's not something you just on how you can format your work. So you see how we format this dashboard and everything will be perfect, like what you see online. So after this, let me add another one. I will add one trendy line. Okay. So let me do this. Let me do this. Let me insert. Let me go to my order. Let me insert based on city. Yep. So let me insert and let me insert something like this. I don't know. Probably let me do this. Existing, having it like this. On my working, I have something like this. So which type of data am I putting on this? Let me put country. No, let me put states. State and let me put day. And let me put day. No, I don't need this. I don't need this. So let me put products subcategory. Product subcategory. Or let me put dates here, other dates. On this other dates, I don't need year and I don't need quarter. I need the one January 30. And on this, I need what are we selling? What are we selling? Selling space. So I have something like this. So having this, I can decide to use each type of charts. Under my design, change type, let me use something like this. Trending line. So I have something like this. I don't need data. I don't need this legend. I don't need all these buttons. I don't need them. And then, so let me see, sales by month. Sales by month. So I have something like this. So I can decide to move this start also here to my dashboard. Move that and do what? Your dashboard, and you're having something like this. So perfect. We have 4 different charts in my dashboard now. So let me do this. And then having all these 4 charts on my dashboard, we said we need to connect something to it. We need to connect. I want to have it by state, and then I want to have it by date, by which is going to be by year. So let me do by state first. Let me insert. Let me click on any of these, and I can go back to my pivot table, analyze, insert slider on this. Then I have it by what? I have it by state. Yeah, let me do by state. So having it by state, and then having it by, and then having it by year on this. So I have my I have my
They are making much, and then you are paying your staff.
year. This is going to be in 2 column and 3 column. 4 column. So I have something like this. And also state like this. Okay, let me have this like this side. Let me insert something like this. So I want to shift that aside. So let me have my state slider like this. So I have something like this.
Soft money.
So
They are paying for his workspace. And that,
let me have something like this.
So that workspace,
So I have
they are paying at
the gate like this.
is about 50 for the package that
So
they have.
let's
You know, they have different packages. So I think they use
have it like this. So let me try to insert one below like this.
So when you work for
having
organization or
format.
people like that,
Let's
understand
just
how
go down a
what
little
should make
bit.
a good work environment. You consider well, those one. Some people they just want you to deliver.
Then apart from that, I can decide to reduce this as well, but I'm going to reduce the column to something like this. So I would like us to, you can just scroll down if you want to select the year. So I have something like this. And then my sales dashboard, I can decide to do something like this.
What I want to do now, I don't want to do myself for
this.
unless I say very good structured company, and I'll give you my
Okay,
now.
Yeah.
I can only work with you.
I can make all these
3 times a week. This is what you are paying. You are paying for my accommodation. You are paying for this allowance. Once we have that sorted,
and make it white. So then
some of them, unless
try
all
to
those like
format
all
everything.
those bands, or a company where you know say they have their structure already. Those
The
ones
what?
they have
To
their
be
structure.
bothered. Brother. No, sorry.
You have
Sorry for
specific
that.
function that you are doing.
What can I have
I'm
here?
trying to work with some guys.
Let me do this.
I don't have money.
I have it
But when I
something
look
like
at it,
this.
there are some things I cannot do.
So since
I have
that's
to
what
outsource.
can decide to
And
add
when I
your date
outsource,
to
because
this
of the
place.
money I pay to the guy,
You all know what to put here.
I'm not like
Our
mounting
date.
pressure on
So which is going to be
because
what?
I understand. But most people don't understand.
What is
So you
function for
five
date?
naira, the way they call your phone, they
Function for date is equals to today. So equals to today. So it's going to give you today's date like that.
Now, so one man tell me say, me, I know they call the,
So
so I was trading with child.
we have something like this. So you can decide to format it anyhow you like. So you know, you can change the color for this.
Oh, I don't understand.
Change color
Yanu tell me now. I was just surprised. Yeah,
for this
because
axis.
before I left, the reason why I
So
left,
instead of having it as
when
blue,
that code is
I can change it to
so one Thursday I
green.
wanted to go. The wife just told me that
So you don't like the color,
everybody were afraid.
you come to this
So the wife
place.
just told me that we
You
should
make all your charts look
COVID is over.
beautiful.
Yes.
Anyhow you like it, you can decide to change this to
I get all that things like this. I go just
red.
come wait for one. I go just come wait.
So can you see?
So one man.
So we have something like this. So I don't need legend on this.
Now all this
I don't need legend. So
somebody can leave me or better I train in charge.
now I have two sliders. I need to connect these two sliders to all my charts. So what do I need to do? I click on this, go to slider, report connection, and pick all the charts. But don't forget, don't try to pick others. The one you have on this, that's what you need. So, and what you need is what? All those tables, don't forget they are on which sheet. They are on sheet 3. So we have them here like this. So just click OK. Do the same thing for the second slicer.
And the place is not here.
I'm having it for
Around
that.
Alagbado.
So
That's where I used to go from.
for the second slicer,
Once I
do something of this nature as well. So
I'm going to somewhere
you do what?
You get,
You
I have
pick,
like how many people
and then you
are
go to
managing,
report
so not just
connection,
your son. So if
and
your
you
son
select
has problem,
before
or there's any
that you
problem
want to connect it
let him call
to like this. Now, by the time I'm trying to, like, select 2014 alone or 2015, can you see? We have changes on all our figures. So, like, select Alabama, can you see? I select California as of 2015. Can you see what I'm having? So, you select 2017. Everything changes as well. So, in a simple format, we decided to come up with what? A dashboard from our data. So if you give your manager something like this, he will be like, oh, this is awesome, this is beautiful. But I don't know what maybe what he did just now is
this man abused me that day.
making sense to everyone of the. I think I've used 20 minutes. If you have any questions, how we come up with this? If you don't understand, I believe you can still watch the video and understand. So, any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. My question is, when you were doing that for the month, you did like a few months. For example, if I want to do my data for just a month, for example, I have not data on sales now, maybe on other stuff, and the company just wants to see the progress for that particular month. How do I do that? Because here you did sales by month, but assuming I just want to get the sales for just the month of February, for example, how do I get to do just for 1 month?
So if you want to do just for 1 month, we have our date, and the date format is in what? One. Let me show you the data. This is date format. You know how to extract your dates from your data, right? If you want to extract ordinary day from this date, can you do that?
Ordinary day.
Day from this date.
Maybe if I do a filter, I don't know if that will help.
No, you don't need to filter. Only what you need is just go to. You can create another column. Understand? So when you create another column on your data, let's say for instance, I add another column called day. Understand?
When he was talking to me, stupid boy.
So now I want to this day now. I want to use function.
I'm taking my boy to UK.
This function to extract your date. So you need to do what? Equal sign day. Day of what? Day of your date. This is your date, right? Then just make sure you close the bracket and see. It's showing that what? I have the 8th.
And because of
Understand?
that,
I can try to do this. I'm having ordinary day. Yeah, now. Now, I can decide to do what? To create my chart day. And also, if you check, for instance, now, instead of doing that again, while we're trying to create our chart, let me insert another chart and let us see together. I have insert. I have under this pivot chart. Let me put it on an existing sheet. I have it somewhere here. Let me put it somewhere here. And then, what am I adding? No. The reference is not valid. Yes, not valid. Let me highlight everything.
The only thing I have is
so let me put this somewhere here. I have it this way. Now, let me put let's use this sheet date as an example. I have this. So on the months, you're supposed to have day. You know, if I try to expand this 2014, I have quarter. From after quarter, I have month, right? I'm supposed to have a month, a number, the days. Understand? So let me do like this. Let's assume that I don't want this quarter. I don't want this year. So I'm having day. Instead of shift date, I'm having this format. So, but instead of having it in this way, I can decide to add day. You know, we have day now. To add it under this. Can you see? January, February. Since I have day column now, I can drag it under it. Or instead of having it under each month, I can decide to have it as a column like this. Can you see?
So which is why even
I decide to have it as a column. So you don't want to see grand total, you can remove it. But by the time you get to Power BI, I think there's a way you can also expand it to the date. I don't know why this date. Maybe it's because of the date format that I'm having on this particular workbook. So it's supposed to expand to date instead of stopping from month level. So that's how you can do it, or you do it in this format. You know, if you're having it in this format, you can collapse it again. You can collapse it. So I have it in this format as well. So you can decide to do it in this format, or you can add it as a slider. Let me show you what I'm saying. Having it in this format, I don't need all this. I don't need all this. Let me have it this way. Okay. Can you see? I have ordinary day in my row. Then I need what? I need my sales. I need my sales. Where is it? Okay. As my value. Now, I can decide to make this chart as well. Where is that chart? This is my chart.
The only thing is,
can you see it?
organizations that
this is my chart based on this day, but I can decide to filter it by what?
If you are saying you want to be paying one,
Let me take this chart
why not look
for
for people that you can
my
maybe 3 people that you can
move chart to where that's
all have
got
specific roles.
and click OK.
You get. And
So I'm having this chart again on my dashboard.
can you do 2 times or 3
Let me
times?
close this.
So that
Having this
that
chart,
person also can also
I can decide to have another slicer.
make more. So
Come
at
to
least
this
that is more balance.
tripod
You
chart
get.
analyze,
Thing go know say, okay,
insert slicer, and I will have year. I have years. No, sorry, I don't need years. I need months now. I need months.
some people
So
wey dey
I will add slicer and let me do zip date, and then instead of having it yes, I have it in months. So
individual.
can you
So
see?
once you see opportunity because you are desperate
It
for
has helped me to figure it to what month level,
just jump in without putting
and I can select. Can you see? So any moment I select January, it show me based on January details. Can you see? So you can decide to have your report in this format as well. So this will also make sense. So for you to compare month together, so I guess you understand that. Or let me leave it there. You're welcome. Any other question?
Because
Yes,
they
there
believe
is.
there's no job. That once, and that's the problem they
For
don't
instance,
do with take guys. That
when they are
take guys, if
recording
you
their
know your
months,
way,
they
you can
always
never
put the numbers
for
like
job.
they
You know,
say
feel that
January,
job.
January for 1, they put 1 to represent
That's
January in the month column.
once
How
see
do you
in tech,
if you want to
once you are
change
connected,
that 1, 1, 2, 3 to 12
once you are
to
connected,
month
you have some
to
groups.
reflect
Like
February
that
and
election is not
December.
like election
Can you
people like
change
that,
it
but there's a group
so
that
that the
election
data is
belongs to.
more
So that group they always post
understandable?
jobs.
Yes.
At least
What
like 5, 6
you
jobs
are going to
drop
do
in a
is
day.
change the
Yeah. So
date
if you are
format,
in a WhatsApp group
or
like that,
you know,
or
for
a Slack
instance now
group, or a meetup
on
group
our
like
data,
that, where
you
you
don't
know
have
the
it
job
in
you always
January,
drop.
February, March.
But that's why most people know they bother. It's just once you know you have the skill.
But why try
Once
to
you know
use
you have the
Microsoft
skill.
pivot table? Converted it to what?
Yes.
January, February. So the system understands the logic.
Okay, so even if it's in 1, 2, it's still change to.
Yeah, it understands it unless you want it to come out numbers.
Whether you are doing
Oh, okay.
whether you are doing
Thank you.
anyone you are doing. That's what I always
All
tell
right,
people.
I have a
One of my
question,
guy
Mr.
now,
Please.
Yeah.
doing our last
So my question is this, after this data have been analyzed, just like we just did,
now we are doing data analytics.
how do you tend to copy the results
So he called
or
me
send
last
it to
week that he
the
wants to join the
manager or person who wants to see the results?
I just told him that
Do you give them the whole folder, the whole file
you
like
are
this,
comfortable with
or how do you do that?
your
Okay.
design, your UI UX, you are doing
Now you don't want to show your manager how you come up with a report.
what you just need to do.
I'm just asking if it's necessary or
You have strength.
So what you have to do, you can leave the dashboard alone. You can decide to right click on this.
In tech,
The other data, you do what?
skill
You
that
can hide it.
is valuable.
You can hide this.
So don't let
And you
anybody
can hide
say
this.
data analytics or motion graphics.
You understand?
Because that's the confusion.
So and share this with your boss. So even before you hide, you can try to what? You
There's no
can try
skill that
to
you have
protect
when
before
it
you
comes to
hide.
tech. You have the skill that you can't find.
You
Even
understand?
this website,
Maybe
even
all
WordPress,
the shit now, you don't want anybody to tamper it.
there was one offer that I
So
saw
just
on
like
WordPress
this and
developer,
protect your shit
not developer. Person will just manage WordPress article. You want
by
to
coming to this place. You understand?
just WordPress.
So
Okay.
so protect, lock, yes. So just select what you don't want them to do and you put password there. You understand? But I don't want every one of you to do copy and paste doing your assignments now. What do I need to do? I just lock this sheet and then
With
send it to you.
Elementor, you don't
So
need
that's how it works.
For me now, I don't
That makes sense.
start
Thank
from
you.
scratch. I just go get a premium team. That one. I can go get premium team. Just
So without wasting much of our time,
no
so how can you format your pivot table? how can you format it?
Even the training I used to do where
So, the moment you click on anything on your slicer, it changes the size of all this. You understand? It's compressing it. Compressing the table to the format that you don't want. That is why I need to expand it now that I need it. So you can decide to right click on this table, any of this, and go to pivot table options. Pivot table options, and then instead of auto fit column with on update, just remove this. For this, let's do the same thing for this one. And let's do the same thing for this one. So anytime I update my data with slicer, it won't affect them. So if I go back to my dashboard, click on anything, yeah, can you see my data? It still remains the same thing. So it won't change the size of your table or anything. It will preserve them for you. So another thing is like this. You can decide to change the style of your table. You want to copy and paste. Maybe you want to send this table to someone. So you can decide to format it in a good way so that it will look presentable. See something like this. So I can click on this table, come to design, and check any of this design. If you are okay with it, you click. Then you can say, okay, I need everything to be bordered. So come to Home tab, select everything to be bordered, and then you can do copy and paste by using what? You can do snapping tool. And sometimes you want to take it to PowerPoint. Don't let me even use this. Let me use PowerPoint as an example. I want to copy this table now. I can copy this table. No. Control A. I can copy this table, take it to PowerPoint like this. Let me create a new slide. Blank. Paste that table. So, but while trying to paste, you see, you have different options. You can use destination format, keep source format. This is destination format, source format. You have what embedded. Then you have what as a picture, keep text only. Then you see, you have different options. Or you can also come to this list. You have paste special. You can see. So you have all this. Or you want to paste link. So Microsoft, you can have all this. So let me do Control V. That's destination format. But let me use source format like this. So you have it. You have your but you know sometimes when you drop something on PowerPoint, maybe I use ordinary Control V. So the PowerPoint, the latest PowerPoint can suggest, can give you design idea to do what? To have it. So, anytime you update your data from your Power Excel, it will help you to update it as well on this PowerPoint. So let's assume that I come to my Excel and try to change something. This is for where? Arizona. Let me check for Florida. So everything has changed on my Excel now. You see, everything has changed. Let's see, does it change on our PowerPoint? No, because we did PowerPoint. Now we do copy and paste again. We did not embed it. I think we embed this like how do we embed? Let me copy it again. Copy. Where is the PowerPoint? Paste. So we have it like this. Can you see this? Let me try to update on Excel by clicking on any of these. Everything be here to 2015. So the 2015, what is the figure I'm having here? 535. You're still
It has changed.
That changed, right?
No, on the Excel it changed.
Okay. Let me check. Okay, it's changed here.
On the PowerPoint.
It's not reflecting on the PowerPoint. But I know maybe you check that one later. So you have to connect them together so that when the source is updated, the PowerPoint will also update itself. Understand? So that it won't affect your presentation. So that's how it works. So I believe with this little idea, I ask you to come up with a dashboard to be able to do something. I give you data. So, any other question? So, are we good?
Yes, I am. There's no question from my own end for now.
Okay. The next thing we are looking at now, we still have like 30 minutes, right? Yes. So I've talked about how you can protect your worksheet and workbook. The workbook, how you can protect your workbook. We discussed that one on day one. Okay, let's quickly run through this. I've talked about this before now. I've talked about this. So, how you can convert text to column? Sometimes someone we can just send you a raw data. I think I have sample of it on my system here. Someone can just send you a raw data at like CSV format. We have CSV format of data. Like let me give you a sample. I think I have one sample here. I might download, or let me say on a document. Let me check. Let me check this out. No, this one is arranged. No, but let me check this.
Okay, don't there answers.
So, but yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. But in short, probably you have CSV format of data. Sometimes I should have one here. I'm probably sample. I have one. So let me quickly download one on my system.
This our industry. You just need to like place once you can place value on yourself, and then you know your words. Once you know your words.
Yeah, I've seen that. So
for any sector, don't try to.
So I just want to show you that kind of
Don't be
data
desperate.
because some people, especially banks, That's how they normally extract their data, or in SML format. So some people can send this such data to you. Can you help us to analyze this kind of data? So you don't need to suffer yourself. Just take it to Microsoft Excel and then use test to column function on your workbook. Okay, let me download this. Export to CS format. So CS for Excel. I guess it work like that. Let me place it on this class data. Let me do this. So at least that's live data. So
what's the idea with the Lagos State?
Let me open it up. Let me open it up. Yes, can you see? This kind of data. If someone sends this to you, it looks somehow crazy, but you just have to work with it. So having this kind of data, you need to separate them to what? Separate them into column. They are not in column like this. So you need to separate them. The first thing you have to do here can come with this format, or it comes in which type of format? What do you call it? It can come in text format instead of CSV. They can dump something like this for you on normal notepad. The normal notepad, you know. So let me highlight everything like this. And imagine someone drop this type of.
How much do you pay?
This type of data on your notepad like this. Send it to you to analyze. So you feel like, are you crazy? See kind of data you're sending to me and you're expecting me to do such work? No. Taking it to Microsoft Excel and do what? So I like everything. Go to your data tab and see this format and this text column. So okay, saying you can't do that. Let me click on this first column, text column. So imagine what we have on this text column. Or let's do for this column. I guess this column is there. No, it's still not working. So this data is not good. But let me just copy something like this. Let me copy. Let me go to our data here. Sit and do hide order. So imagine you want to split this date, this shift date. You want to split it to what? To 3 columns. So you have something like this. Let me insert another column. Let me insert, and let me also insert another one here. So making 3. So I can decide to split this column like this and do something like this. So go to my data tab, convert this text to column. Based on what? There's a particular delimiter in this date, it is /. So I can use delimiter to add to separate it. So it's not tab, it's custom. So just drop it here. And you see, it helps me to separate that date, month, date, and
this one now.
day and year. So I can have something like this. And then I'll click on finish. And you see.
What was
no. What is this now? It's still having it as a date format. That's the reason why you're having it like this. So just change it to normal text. And it gives you. And you see, so it's in this format. So that's all. So that's how you can do. You can convert your text. You have something like this. Believe when you practice well, you're able to get all what you have done so far right. So just try to practice what you've done I wanted us to start Power BI today, but I believe with what we have today, we can practice better. I would like every one of us using the same data, come up with your dashboard, create another workbook by yourself, come up with fantastic. I know you know how to design more than me, you know color more than me. So you know how to work on this more than me, especially the color aspect. You know how to format your background so everything will look perfect. Please help me to do something on this and submit it. I will create this assignment on our Google Classroom and then send the link to every one of us on Slack so that by next week we should be able to come up with fantastic report like this and we see what to do next. So now let me do something.
Please,
Yes,
will you share this one you have worked on today on Slack?
I will share. I will share with you.
Okay, so that people can know how you've done something. Thank you.
Yes.
And then
Please,
apart
let
from
us
that,
have it today so that we can practice very well now that we still have it fresh in our head.
all right. I
I
know
got
some.
the link, yes.
I know some people that used to work overnight. They used to send message to me. I know their name, but I will not mention it. So I'm opening up something. I want to open my YouTube
Just have the
channel.
link.
I want to open a Twitter channel on YouTube. So and I want to look at something there. Last week I need to all of us to subscribe to our channel, but only few does. Others will not do something like that. So it's good to also support our own career too. So it's not something hard. Just click on your YouTube channel, on subscribe button, and that's all. So I believe. Let me check that. Let me check that. Only. Okay.
What's Kelechi doing now? Kelechi is doing something, but doesn't want to say it.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
Hello, sir. Just a quick one.
Yes.
Don't mind
I'm with you.
You just showed the sample data, like from a bank, maybe sent like a notepad
Yes.
that is unstructured. You understand? I don't
Yes.
know. And is it possible you didn't finalize on it? As an out, you'll be able to make it so that it will look like a data.
Yes. I will find one
Okay,
data that is something like this. So some data
Okay,
can
all
come.
My
right.
channel, we are
Some
getting
people that
views.
can download
Like
data
this,
like that.
okay.
Yes.
I mean, my
And you
YouTube
send it
So
to
that
you.
you cannot make it to exact. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
You take it to Excel and then you can separate it.
Okay, sir. Can we use other
Mr. Please.
data?
So sorry, please. So are you promising that I'm trying to download the hard hint or unable? The hard hint you advise.
Okay. Yes, you search
Are
for
you
Power
saying once I
Query.
install that?
Search for Power Query, search for Power Map, and search for Power View. Let me drop it on chat.
Okay. So once I install that, the Excel will be better now. That's what you're saying.
But it's better you go and update your system.
Hello?
It's better you go and update your Excel.
And so which one? Which one, sir?
If possible, 365 or 2019.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Then sorry, Afis, in preparedness for the next class, some of us have downloaded Power BI from the links that was shared with us initially. But when you try to launch it, you still get one or two errors and it just won't work. So
That's based on your system. That's based on your system installation.
wow, I don't know. Is there any specific guide? I use a Windows 7 computer and it constantly updates itself, but I just don't know how to. Once I click on Power BI, it just launches. It tries to open and then it disappears.
It will disappear. Probably something's not working right on your system. maybe your system built or something like that. There's some.
Or better still, should I just send it to you
Is
via
it
WhatsApp?
compatible to Windows 7?
Yeah, it should be able to work, but you have to do a lot of updates.
So because I think Microsoft they've stopped support for Windows 7, so you might need to get something higher. And I think there's even Power BI for Windows 10. So just check the version of Power BI you downloaded. If it's
Okay. I'll revert with.
And also depends on your system. What do we call this? Maybe it's either 64-bit or 32-bit, probably.
It's 64-bit, but it's a Windows 7. Maybe I should just take it off the class and just last with you, so I don't take too much.
Yeah. It's good to be just try to follow the trend. Try to update your system.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Hafiz, please, I just want to request if it's possible. Hello?
Okay, I'm with you.
Just like Victor was saying regarding the unstructured data. If I know, of course, today is not possible, but if you can, elaborate on that maybe another time.
I even have them on my system. I have many, so I will search for them and give it to you guys.
No, I mean on how. In another class, you can show how to.
Yeah, we are going to
clean up unstructured data and all that.
Next week now, we are going to Power Query, whereby that's what you can use to clean your data.
Okay.
So you use Power Query to clean data. You use it to extract. You use it to get data from anywhere.
Okay.
Listen, please.
Yes.
I want to ask if we can get. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes, sir. If we can get links to other data samples.
Okay. No problem. You can get, I think we mentioned that last class, where you can get some sample data on using, what is the name of this website? I don't know if Roland can still recall. We mentioned some website where you can download some data.
You can get it from DataQuest.
DataQuest, yeah. So you get it on DataQuest.
So just check Google. There are a lot of data source where you can get data from. So just search for Google. Search on Google. You see pop-ups.
If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go and do that. Twicher. So please subscribe. So let's have something together. So at least we should have like 400 subscribers on this channel now. You guys are still not subscribing. Why not? Are we not trying enough?
I suggest you send the link again so that those that don't have the link to go to subscribe.
Okay. Let me do that right away. So, as for teacher, and the second one is for my YouTube channel. So support our career, like our video, share with your friends.
Mr. Sis.
Yes, I'm with you.
By way of feedback, I just want to say that I like the way that we used Google Meet. It was more stable than Zoom. And because for me, I already have the Gmail app on my phone. I didn't have to download another app again. It was just easy. So I think if we can continue using the platform of Google Meet, it would be nice.
Okay, better. Even I was suggesting Microsoft Teams before. And I was okay, let's try Google Meet today and see how it works. So, and it was stable as well. I understand. So perfect.
Mr. Hafiz.
Yes.
Are we going to get the license, like you said, you're going to discuss with Mr. Roland, or it's still limited to the 18?
Okay. Let me do this. How many are we on this chat? The first, I met 7 people on this call. I know them.
Again.
How do you do that though?
I met 7 people on this call. Those 7 people, they are getting the license. Just send me your name, your first name and last name.
There's no way. There's no way you
and
can
your
track.
email.
There's no way you can track the 7 people because people.
What if we're all logging in at the same time?
So I think there should be a tax.
Okay.
I think maybe the next class you ask questions or something. I think it will be more better that way, to be fair.
Okay, let me do it this way. The first 18 people to submit their assignment to get the license.
This particular class assignment?
Yes.
They said what?
The first 18 people to submit their assignment.
Send the link to us now. Send the class.
You can't use
Send
that
the
now.
class link. Let's go send it.
This class,
Okay.
this class.
I will send the assignment immediately after this class. I will share the work group with you.
All right, sir.
Don't do copy and paste. If you do copy and paste, I will know.
No problem.
So I'm expecting the assignment any moment from. Don't submit today.
Definitely.
Okay.
And don't submit tomorrow.
But please remember to share the link. At the time, everybody will be aware. Because sometimes some of us will not be on Slack at the time you put it out there. And some can actually take advantage of that to submit before the rest.
Okay, now we'll do. Why don't you give us a time you want to submit it?
Hello, so
then we'll be expecting
so
it.
which is why
I'm saving the file now.
You are
I'm saving
supposed
the
to
file.
log in. You are supposed to log in at every time to get updates on what is happening. Okay, so if he posts the link now, and there are people that can log in and then submit the assignment, that's fine. So you are not supposed to wait until there's a particular time because information.
What if we're sleeping?
Yeah.
What if we're sleeping and it's sent? Why don't you give us a particular time? So or even if we are 50 waiting for it.
I've done a program. I mean, there was an internship program that I did with Google.
Okay.
They don't tell you when they are posting. You just wake up and find out. They post assignments by 2 a.m. So if you are awake by that time, good for you. And then they expect you to submit. So they expect you to submit by 4. You just have like 2 hours. So you just have to be disciplined. You have a program you are running. You always check Slack channel to ensure that to be sure, maybe there's information that I'm not aware of. Do you understand? So,
all right, thank you.
So I've saved this file, but in order not to copy my chat and others, I will lock some things now.
Okay, hello, Hafiz. Can you please, when you're sending, you make the assignment clearer for us, like exactly what it is you want us to do.
Like what I'm saying now is like study the data very well. Try to study the data by yourself. Come up with like 6 different charts. 6 different charts. Add slicer to it. Beautify it. Connect the slicer to the whole chart. You understand? Make like the way I build my dashboard now. You all see it. It's making sense. So please, if your report is not connecting to your slicer, you are getting it wrong. I will take my time to check it one after the other. So just build something like this. Create slicer. Make sure your slicer are connected to your chart, and then
so that means you are just picking random
make
information.
it colorful.
Is that what you're
You
saying?
understand? Yes, don't stick to any. Pick anyone. Yes.
Hello, Hafiz, a quick one. Sorry, just like she just said, and Roland has even said something better as regards the timing. You know, for example, some people left because they couldn't follow up as in today, and we need at least today, tomorrow to be able to digest, to go over this thing class.
Yes.
So I will advise maybe just give the grace of at least during the week for the assignment. I'm not saying maybe it must be tied to a particular time, but at least people need to really need to go and digest it better to understand the class itself.
Okay, today is 15th.
Submitting is, it
before
might not be that,
Friday.
maybe not as if people are not willing to. Okay, better. Okay.
Okay,
All
submit
right, but
before
you know,
Thursday.
even if
Deadline. I'll put
okay,
deadline Thursday.
but you know, the recorded version, we don't know if we're going to have that today. If it's going to be available today, better for everyone.
Roland will drop that on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Okay, not to take us back, but I also wanted to say that some of us were not able to submit the last assignment because we didn't get the link to do that. I don't know if you want
It's so noisy, my God.
the procedure.
I can't hear anything.
Please.
Please, can you
Mute your.
So let me upload the file now. The file is now on our Slack.
Hello, Hafiz.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, some of us were not able to submit the last assignment because we didn't know how to or where to. So I don't know if you would also be sharing the link for the last assignment as well as the one for today's class, so that we can just do both.
All right, no problem. Noted.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's our day 3. So 5:30.
Mr. Hafiz, can I say something?
Yes, say it.
Please, for the license, you're only judging by this particular assignment, not all 3 assignments, Abi.
Yes, only this one.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Hafiz, please, can you also send it on the Google Meet chat?
Yes. So I will share it.